Walt Disney Wednesday, and yes, I have paired it with a Cricut tutorial, which I'm super excited because these are ridiculously adorable shoes that you could do for kids all the way up to, apparently I did them on my own shoes. And today we are making Beauty and the Beast watercolor shoes. They are not watercolor, but I wanted them to look like watercolor. So yeah, these are really fun, really easy to do. So don't be intimidated if you think that you can't paint, because we used a really easy technique with the Cricut. So here is the tutorial for them. If you guys don't have a Cricut, check out the links below. I upload Walt Disney Wednesdays every Wednesdays, or I'm doing live videos for you guys, or Mondays I do actual Cricut tutorials with lots of really cool Cricut stuff. So let's get going. Alright guys, so to get started on these, you're going to do exactly what we did last week on our Mickey shoes. So instead of making you go back and watch that, I'm going to show you guys how we did it here. We just cut out our design, and if you guys want to know more on how I made these designs from coloring pages into SVGs to work with the Cricut, let me know, because, well, don't let me know. I do have a tutorial coming up on it, so just stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I did explain how to create kind of like a layered SVG in my Canvas tutorial on the Rapunzel, or the Cinderella going through the castle tutorial. Yeah, so basically we are going to just iron this onto our shoe. I explained it a little bit more in the Mickey tutorial, but I was just going to show you guys how I did it in this one and then move on to the painting. But basically we are just taking a coloring page and ironing it onto our shoes, but I did go, like I just said, into a little bit more detail on how to exactly do this in last week's video on the Mickey shoes that we are making. So once you get those all ironed on, you are going to get them ready for your painting, and I'm just going to use some acrylic paint from Michael's or Joann's, and I really like Apple Barrel's or Martha Stewart's paint, and they are waterproof because they are acrylic. So I'm just going to prep the rest of my shoes and then get them ready to paint. And so for this pair of shoes, I used the Beauty and the Beast stained glass image that I will put on my blog, auntietay.com. I do realize that a lot of my printables have not been available, so I'm working on getting all of those updated for you guys. And this one, as well as the other Beauty and the Beast one, will be available, as well as they will be in SVGs. And once again, I will show you how to turn a color page into SVG so you can do these on your own. But I did exactly what I did last week with the Mickey shoes, and then I just went in with some acrylic paint. You can use Apple Barrel or Martha Stewart. I actually did this on top of a shoe that I tried a different project on, and it clearly didn't work, but it was good because it covered it up well. So when you're painting, just take the color that you want to paint and kind of do one side that color, and then you can fill it in with a lighter color or go in with white and kind of blend it in to a different shade. That will give it more of that stained glass look, because like stained glass kind of has a different texture to it. It's not all one color. So you want to kind of shade all your little spots. And I know I'm making this look easy, but you guys can really do this. It's not that hard. And really, the more you mess up, the more you learn. And these are like $5 shoes, so it's really not that big of a deal if you guys do mess up on these, but it's really hard to mess up. All you got to do is just paint, and the nice thing about acrylic paint is if you do mess up, you can go in over it and paint a completely different color if you really wanted to. So I'm just painting the rows, and you can see my phone is right next to me. I just had the image open on my phone, and I would just refer back to it for colors to look at. And I really only used like green, red, blue, and yellow, and then I just mixed everything with white just to kind of shade it. And I'm not going to show you all of it because it's pretty tedious, but I just watched a movie and finished this up. So you guys can do this, and if you do, let me know on Instagram because I want to see them. I want to see all the things that you do, and look out for that SVG converting video coming soon so you guys can make all of your own coloring pages into some cool stuff that you guys can do. And it's not always the same exact stuff that I do. All right, bye guys.